two. I choose two choices. And then Yoshida says, you can only choose one. And I say, I choose both. You may have to put a spoiler ahead of that one.
We definitely will.
Did you know that?
I just found out.
Why are you making me read these crazy memes?
Why haven't I gotten a cop a single damn fail?
So, who do we have on the show today?
Oh, hi. I'm Ryan Colt Levy. You may know me as the voice of Denji in Chainsaw.
Ryan, I'm glad you're here, but what's with the chainsaw?
I just bring him everywhere. It's what I do. It's my thing.
What, didn't you read the sign?
Yeah, but they didn't tell you beforehand that, like, this is just my thing. I bring this everywhere.
No
like,
chainsaw, man! What are you doing?
No, but, like, here's the thing. I never like to chainsaw alone.
What does that mean?
I brought you one, too. We can chainsaw together.
Oh, okay. So you brought two chainsaws.
You never want to chainsaw alone. I think it's, it's really important. I mean, you already have eye protection, so we're ready to, take down either a tree or, like, I was thinking we just go get lunch after this, go to a steakhouse.
I would love that, but I'm so confused. I'm so confused here. The sign says
Chainsaw Man.
No. I see what happened. That comma confused you.
Yes.
No Chainsaw Man. You are the voice of Chainsaw Man.
No, yeah, Chainsaw Man.
Yes, no Chainsaw Man. Today was not supposed to be Chainsaw Man Day. I was not planning on interviewing you today.
Well, that's why I always bring another chainsaw.
You got another one? Oh,
just keep bringing. It's like a Russian doll. I keep opening it up and more chainsaws come
we just
out.
start juggling chainsaws. But no, it actually works. No, press the on button. And now, you got to pull the thing, though, to start it. Yeah, right? Yeah!
That's amazing.
So they also have one that's head size, but I was like, that's too expensive.
No, this is perfect.
So I'm sorry I didn't get you a bigger one.
I mean, listen, this is a good studio problem.
Yeah, and I know you're probably wondering why it has tape on it.
I was curious.
Because it says chainsaw on it as if you don't know what it is.
Oh, that's really funny.
It's just so stupid. Like,
It does,
look
in fact.
Look at how dumb this is. Hey, kids, it's a chainsaw.
Man.
Right, so like with these podcasts, I try to set the tone early on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just want to do a quick fit check, and depending on how you respond to these, that will set the tone of this podcast.
Oh, interesting. No pressure at all.
Because I got this just for you. What do you think?
How did I not see those?
What do you
my
think?
God. That's actually incredible. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they actually rev up too.
Stop it.
It tickles my calf, so I won't do it.
Oh my gosh.
I have matching underwear too.
I mean, I hate to say it on camera. I'm jealous.
Really?
Yeah.
Of the socks or?
I mean, your entire fit is stellar.
Thank you.
I have to say I love the A24 shirt,
Yes. Are you a gamer, by the way?
Oh yeah, a gamer and a film nerd. So
Okay.
the two absolutely meet in the middle with them. So.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to the? I know this is unrelated.
No. Well, we're getting
unrelated to Chainsaw Man, folks. So
we're
we're
allowed
gonna
to
get
talk
to
about
it.
other things. This
Yes,
is,
absolutely. Are you a fan of Kojima?
Oh, you just said the magic word.
Just his last name.
Yeah, he's the king. I mean, all right, we're really gonna go off on a tangent because I played all the Metal Gear games back in the day when I was a kid, and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, obviously classic.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last video game that I played before like a 10+ year break of just no gaming because I finished that game and was like, I haven't been outside I haven't seen my friends, and then system after system just kind of happened, and I was in a band for years, so I kind of just missed out on everything. And I got back into gaming in 2017 or so.
Okay.
And then by the time Death Stranding got announced, it was like everything I ever wanted. It was, full blown Kojima, all of the weird, ethereal, dark, sad, funny, almost like eldritch, stuff, like so many things. And I'm like, this is so my flavor.
It was like the next evolution of Metal Gear.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And
just had all of the stuff you knew that he was never gonna get through in the other games. Like, and I played it, I think, twice, like during the pandemic. And then I beat the second one, I guess a couple of months ago, whenever. I don't remember when it came out, but I adore it. I adore him. And I know he's supposed to be opening up some kind of film studio here in LA at some point. I had heard this as a rumor.
It's going to take 16 years for you to actually get your degree, though.
Yeah, but, you know, like...
it's going to be so convoluted, probably.
You know...
Just like his games.
I mean, I will learn Japanese. I will do whatever I have to do to work with that man one day. He is like the gold standard. There are a few people, you know, like in the creative space right now. I mean, you've got artists like Fujimoto who are creating stories that are unlike anything else. You've got people like Kojima. You've got, you know, your Paul Thomas Andersons and, you know, Tarantino's of the world. But it's like these guys are few and far between. And when they show up, they are, you know, true taste makers. You know, it's... Yeah, he's the best.
No, he's I love him. I'm glad they got a director for the film that isn't. I love Kojima, but I don't think he could condense everything Death Stranding related into like a 2-hour chunk. I agree. I'm glad he got someone that he trusts. A24, they got someone that they trust as well.
I'm forgetting who's the director.
Hey Siri, who's the director of the upcoming A24 Death Stranding movie?
Okay, I found this on the web for who is the director.
You could have just told me. Shut up. Shut up. You could have just told me. It's Michael Cernowski?
I feel silly that I don't know his work.
Me too. Hey Siri, what's the work of Michael Cernowski? All right, he's known for his work on the film Pig.
Oh.
A Quiet Place, Day One.
Oh.
I think he's still kind of new. And Death Stranding.
Oh,
so upcoming.
dude, I mean...
But Pig with...
I loved Pig.
Nick Cage,
I love Nick Cage, and those are my favorite kinds of movies that he does. The ones that are really, you could tell are personal and unique, and he doesn't care who sees them or what. They're just passion projects, and that movie is so special. Have you seen it?
Yes, absolutely,
Dude, the moment when he goes to the restaurant and the other chef realizes, you know, who he is.
Yeah.
Like, amazing.
No, it was the what? It was like a version. It was the Pig version of the John Wick movies. Almost.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Which is initially, I think, what sold me, you know, because I'm like, yeah, I'll see him do that. But I feel like it also ended up being so many other things, as usually his movies are. Like, did you see Dream Scenario?
Yes. I love that. I mean, look, there's the thing with Nick Cage. He always has like a huge year in movies because he's been in so many. But
I agree.
I want to talk about one that you were in. Okay, we got to shift gears back to you, Ryan. Okay, you were in a huge movie this year.
It's true. It's crazy.
Which is insane. Crazy. Yes. Like, I mean, like, first off, I just got to say this. Like, I feel like anime has been having a huge year in theaters. You know.
Oh, yeah.
In 2025.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we got Chainsaw Man. We got Demon Slayer.
Yep.
We got the upcoming...
JJK's coming out soon.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So
it's the Holy Triumvirate right now.
Pretty much,
And, I mean, earlier in the year, there was a My Hero movie, right?
Dude, but how does it feel? Like, I mean, because, like, you were there, you know, at the red carpet. Like, what was that... How did that feel? Like,
none of this makes any sense to me. None of it. I mean, it's still, we were talking about it before we started filming, but I mean, I remember when you announced us for the show 3 years ago, and I'm still, while part of me is like really just loving doing the work and playing the part and like being in this, every day I'm still pinching myself and I'm like, is this actually really happening? It's so surreal. And working on this movie, I had been a fan of the manga for a long time, so I knew this arc. I knew how special it was. I had so much faith in MAPPA already because they're just an astounding studio and they crushed season 1. But going in to record it and seeing it all for the first time, seeing the animation and hearing that music and doing those scenes, I was such a mess. I was so emotional recording it because it really, you know, a lesser studio could have handled so many of those scenes without the same class and nuance and sensitivity, and they really get it. They understand what Fujimoto's doing, and they tackled it with all the right beats. And I knew it was going to be something truly special, but still none of us expected #1 in the world, #1, you know, here in the US. And, you know, especially when like other huge movies were coming out. And it was fun because I am such a huge movie lover, seeing all of my favorite film podcasts and reviewers and all these people. Some of them were just straight up going and seeing it and reviewing it. And some were like, what is happening? What is this? Because they were just so confused and taken aback by it. But it's such a beautiful part of the story. It's so unique. It's so cinematic inherently. Like if you read these chapters, that it was so like tailor-made to be a movie. And it's been astounding. Like the response has been absolutely astounding.
Yeah, let's walk back a little bit, because like you just unlocked a core memory that I guess I had, but I didn't. But I guess I kind of with so many new memories that I keep building up. But yes, however many years ago this was, I know what you're talking about. So, I, of course, when I was with IGN, we did FanFest, and we did the announcement for the dub cast.
Yeah.
And I just remember seeing all these fresh faces, because we also showed the video of you all as well.
Yeah. Oh, right, because that's what it was. We made like little announcement videos, and we were just all from like our apartments and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like super,
I was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
What's going on? These fresh faced people? They're going to be the voice of these characters? I can't wait to hear. I didn't sound like that in the actual video.
He sounded exactly like that. Go look.
To announce the English dub cast of their upcoming hit anime. That's right. I'm calling it a hit right now. Chainsaw Man.
I remember in general, it was such a funny thing because I knew, obviously I knew how big the show potentially was going to be because the manga was already so popular. People were cosplaying, Chainsaw Man and Denji and the whole crew before the show was even announced.
Yeah.
It was already like really baked in. And, there were thousands of auditions, the best of the best read for this. And I in my mind, I already had like 5 people in front of me for sure that I was like, oh, this person, like they're all going to crush it. And I can't wait to watch, Yeah. So, when I got the part and I was working on it and I was waiting for the announcement, I was like, man, I really hope people aren't disappointed that they have no idea who I am and like, what this is going to be, because this is a character that they're so, protective over and expecting so much from. Yeah. And I remember this like unanimous response when it like first came out. There was excitement, but a lot of people were like, who? And it was really fun for me because I'm like, oh, I have this kind of blank slate to kind of work off of instead
Even
of
though you've been in the industry for several years,
for a couple of years,
prior to this role. Though.
Yeah.
It's just the fact, like people probably have heard your voice. They just obviously they don't see your face. So.
Yeah. Well, and I still feel like I'm so fresh in this. I started in the summer of 2019. So I feel like I'm still constantly learning and growing and finding new things to latch onto to understand characters better. And it's such a unique industry and there's so many talented people. So to be able to work at all in this space at this level is like a massive, massive honor. And it's so much fun. And yeah, I mean, this particular show is a roller coaster that I've never experienced.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun roller coaster. I'm glad we're on it. I think we're all, we're waiting to see what the next chapter is going to look like. Of course, season 2. I know there's nothing right now.
Yeah, we haven't had any official announcements. A lot of people are surprised that we don't know anything, until there's something officially put out publicly for everybody. Yeah. But, a lot of people forget that in this process, we're not recording something until the materials are ready for us to record.
Right, exactly.
So that's long after they've already mentioned it's happening, So when the movie got announced and all that at Jump Festa a couple of years ago, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just watching the stream like everybody else, hoping for something. And when it got announced, I was like, we got a movie, So, and then I was like, I wonder when we'll get to do it, So
right, yeah.
It just kind of goes like that.
It's step by step, yeah. We actually have, Jump Fest is coming up, later on this month.
Yeah,
so,
and I know Chainsaw Man's got something on the big stage. That's all I know, because that's all they've said publicly, you know? So we're just kind of like, please be something cool.
Are you just going to be watching it from home, from here?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I looked up the time, or I'm such a nerd about this stuff. I feel like it's like 11 o'clock at night here or something, the time difference. So yeah, I'll be up for sure watching.
Dude, if whatever announcement Chainsaw Man related, dude, I'm just gonna text you real quick or just send you a
Please
DM.
do,
like,
yeah.
Oh my god!
Please do. Watch. It's gonna be like they're gonna be like, thanks for watching the movie, and we have a bicycle thing that we're like
chainsaw
teaming
in
with.
front of it.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a thing with Schwinn. I don't know. Like, no, I'm really hopeful that we'll get some kind of news about a new season or something, because I think we're also in like a real fever pitch for the story and the show, and these last 3 years we've only seen it kind of like build and build and build. You'd think with a gap that long that it would be like it would die down. And instead it's been the opposite. So, and now it's like exploded with this movie. So many people that didn't even watch the show went to go see the movie, and now are going back to watch the show.
Yeah.
So it's wild.
I'm actually glad that they did it that way, because it introduced a lot of people who probably would have just written this off as just another, like, I guess, action cartoon in quotes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I know it's an anime, people, but I mean, like, some people were probably just like, what is this cartoon? This guy's got a chainsaw on his head.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of magic of the story and like its execution in general, right? It's like the name, the imagery, even if you see the cover.
Gritty too. Like, it's I have friends that hate anime. They don't hate anime, but they're just not.
No, I understand.
It just seems like a lot to them.
Yeah.
You know, but because of this film, they're like, oh, dude, this is amazing. They've gotten the manga. They've gotten deep into it.
There's a larger understanding that's happening more and more that anime is a medium, not a genre.
Yeah.
And that there are multiple genres and flavors and tones and things within it. And it doesn't mean you have to like it. It's not for everybody, but within the space of anime, there is something for everyone. And that's like, it's just about finding your story. And what I love about Chainsaw Man is that it's so disarming in, you look at it and you see the name and you're like, I know what this is going to be. And from that first page, it completely shocks you and throws you into this other space. And you're like, oh, this is so much more than I was expecting, because I thought it was going to be this surface level or whatever, and the movie really capitalizes on that. I mean, the first hour is so quiet and sensitive and heartbreaking, and it's so many people walked out of it and were like, it's like a Miyazaki movie. And I'm like, yes, you're getting it. Okay, good. Now people are going to really get it. I mean, even just the conversation. I've been traveling, the last 3 years doing conventions and everything, and speaking to so many people about Denji and his character and his traits, and having to sometimes clarify or, reestablish people's ideas of him based on what they think they're understanding from the, the subtext and the context. And the movie completely changed that conversation overnight, where everybody now is fully aware of the sensitivity and the innocence, and it doesn't mean he's perfect. He's clearly, he's a wild child, but I think now they understand it all, a lot more. Yeah.
And those are people that you're referring to. These are, would you say, more I guess anime first individuals, like anime first fans, or because I'm assuming you have like people that are like manga first.
Yes. Yeah.
Who probably are, they know the nuances of Denji's character, and they know what to expect as you move further along into the story. But the people you're talking about, I'm assuming, are more so just like, hey, I'm a fan of the anime, and I see the core change, in his character from the anime to the movie.
Yes. And to be fair, the first season's only 12 episodes, and the way that I kind of explained it to people is it's setting up the chessboard.
Yeah.
The movie is really the start of the story. It's hard to fully digest the whole of Denji in those 12 episodes because you're not getting it. There's layers of it there. I think, there are enough scenes and moments that if you really pay attention, it's clear that there's more to him.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people also, so much is happening in that season that it's kind of like sensory overload. And I think the movie just kind of helps kind of clarify things.
Now, I need you to clarify a few things.
Hit me.
Because the fans, they're a little bit rabid on the internet.
On the internet, they are. They really are. In person, they're delightful.
Yes, of course. You're
Online-
signing Funko Pops and whatnot, you know?
And you meet like all different ages. Like it doesn't matter what you. There is no like singular fan. You know,
Yeah.
everyone's so different and unique. And in person, they're so sweet. Online, you guys are kind of crazy, man. A lot of you are wonderful, but oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, I scoured the internet and I asked for some people to send me some of their comments.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee for this.
Please do, because I'm gonna do the same thing once I pull this up.
We're locking in.
Yes, we got to do it. We got to do it. Now I only pulled 6 ones.
6 ones.
Where they're all good.
I'm not good at math, so 6 ones.
6 ones.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say good ones because
Yeah.
they were all good. Out of the I got like 15 out of the 15 that I got.
Oh my God.
All out of the 15 good ones that I got, the ones that I thought were suitable for this series and this show are the ones that I want to present to you.
Fascinating. Okay.
Yes, I mean there were some vulgar ones.
Oh, of course.
But you know, I want to kind of keep things a little bit PG.
I gotta say, sometimes the mean comments, because like we've been really lucky that I would say, because you know, like a lot of people, like I don't read the comments, like you see everything, you know, and for the most part, everyone is really supportive and kind and everything. But like the mean ones, sometimes, admittedly, are really funny. Like, like you know, like they'll say some shit where sorry, I don't know if I can curse on here.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course.
They'll say some things where you'll read it and you're like, you just have no shame in like putting that out in public and just being that rude or that, and it's like, it's so mean that it's funny,
Yeah.
I don't want to condone it, but
There have been a few times I've looked in the comments. Some people have. I would actually say like, "Damn, you just roasted me."
yeah. Well, that's that's what it feels like. But I'm also like, how unhappy is this person in their life that they need to like put this energy into something that has like no effect on them whatsoever?
Yeah.
It makes me, bummed out for them.
Same.
But also I'm like, damn, that's savage. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's like you can think it, but come on now. You're going to leave it out there for everybody to see? Come on now.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Well, that's exactly what these people did, and I want you to read
Yeah, I'm
them.
so excited.
Now, they run the gamut of the roles that you've portrayed.
Okay,
So
okay.
I want you to take a look at these, read the name of the person, and then read their comment and respond.
Oh, great. All right, so Lazy Gamer X. These are all Twitter posts, I assume, or comments.
Yeah, some of them. Yes.
Okay. The most savage of all lands. Lazy Gamer X said, "I can't imagine being known for a damn voice in a mobile game about cookies."
Of course, talking about your role in a cookie run video game, right?
Cookie Run Kingdom.
Burnt cheese cookie.
Burnt cheese cookie. What a name. What a name, man. And he's like got a really cool character design, and then you like say his name and you're like, I promise he looks cool. This is an incredible comment. I mean, it's really fun. I can't imagine that this is the thing that I'm known for, but even if it was, I mean, I would be so proud, and I am so proud. The thing that I think a lot of people forget is like, for most of us, being an actor was like a dream for forever. Yeah. And what I love about voiceover that I've said to many people is like, on a Monday, you could play a Chainsaw Man. On a Tuesday, you could voice a banana.
Yep.
And like, what does a banana sound like? Let's figure it out. Like, what a blast. And usually in a session like this, in between lines, when I'm voicing a cookie, we'll do a line and I will literally look at the engineer and the director and be like, I can't believe I'm getting paid for this. So,
and they're like, we can't either.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're getting paid?
Yeah.
Dude, what are we doing?
And then I'm like, I'm buying lunch. Don't worry. No, we all get paid. But yeah, that's really funny. Should I scroll like this?
Okay.
Swipe, yeah. I'm sorry if I mess up any of these names too.
You're fine. You're fine.
You like rice, I suppose that is. Yeah.
You couldn't say you like rice?
Well, it's YUUL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like spelled. I know. No. It wasn't. I should have led with that.
What messed you up? Was it the rice or was it the like?
It was the W in the beginning that I was like, and then I was like, oh wait, okay, I see what's going on here. Listen, I'm still getting my coffee down, all right? It's early. Had the chance to meet and talk with him at a convention about a month ago, And just from our conversation, I could tell Ryan genuinely loves Denji and is extremely passionate about Chainsaw Man. Aw.
Yeah, see, that's a sweet one.
I really hope he continues voice acting and becomes legendary. Like someone such as Bryce Papenbrook. Yeah.
There we go. Eden Yeager right there, yeah.
So Bryce is amazing. First off, thank you. You like rice. I do like rice. I had some last night and it was delicious. I had some Thai food. This is so sweet. I mean, like I was saying, I get to speak to so many people at these conventions and they're all so thoughtful and kind, and they really get the levels of sensitivity with this character. What I feel so grateful for and personally respected by is, I think because of Denji being a character who is so connected to trauma and abuse and being used, nobody approaches me with any kind of like energy trying to like be edgy or weird.
Right,
Everyone
yeah.
comes so warm and loving and kind and wanting to protect this character. And I'm really grateful that they see that I care that much about it. It means a lot.
Oh, have you ever met, by the way, have you met Bryce?
Oh, Bryce is a friend. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I feel like we've worked on a couple of things together, but nothing like, super substantial. But I've become friends with him mostly because of traveling around and doing conventions, and he's amazing. His work ethic is insane. He's so talented. He is always the nicest, brightest, full of energy. That dude can scream all weekend long at people and still just be like totally. It's like his energy is unmatched. He truly is a legend. So I would be, my gosh, honored to even get close to what he's done. Oh, amazing. Okay, Scrimpy Chart 27. Also underneath it says Kobeni Car Enthusiast, which those who know, well done. Ask him how he would see a fight between Loki and Denji go down. Ooh, so Loki from Record of Ragnarok. Oh, that would be such a messy fight. I mean, Denji obviously is so unhinged and unpredictable, and his choices of survival and battle ethic are very unusual compared to most. Loki is a trickster by nature and incredibly devious and has some really unique abilities. I feel like it would be an absolute mess. They would destroy each other. I mean, the only thing that I think gives Denji the upper hand is that he can regenerate.
Yeah.
So other than that, I think it would just keep going on and they would just tear through buildings and all kinds of stuff. It would be nasty.
It'll be an infinity fight. You don't think there would be a winner?
I think Denji would just piss Loki off so much because he would be so frustrated that like all of the things that he would normally, I feel like the tricks that would normally work on other people wouldn't work on Denji either because he's like too dopey or thinking so outside the box.
Yeah.
But I mean, Loki would put up a hell of a fight. I mean, he hasn't even gotten to fight in Ragnarok yet. I know in the manga, technically it's just happened, but I'm not spoiling that. So
please don't.
Yeah, no, I'm very curious to see how that goes down.
We got season 3 coming up soon, right?
This month, I believe. Yeah. I don't know the date.
I think it's December 10th, I want to say, as if I don't know. I do know.
You know more than
Netflix.
I do. There we go. On Netflix. I'm so glad the usernames are like ones I can read too. I think you probably made it.
Except for you like rice.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, like, instead of it being like, something really vulgar in the username.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. These Nectarine 3225. I look at part 2 Denji and wonder who's this guy. That's what they're saying about the manga right now. They said Levy the goat. That's very kind. They spelt my last name wrong, but
so when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. Are you talking about Levy, like Levi?
Right.
Ackerman, like Matt Mercer? Like who are they talking about?
People say and spell my last name wrong all the time, but I know that they're still like, I know what their intention is, so I still love it all the same. That's very kind. I mean, I know that comment gets thrown around a lot with people, but I'm just grateful that people are happy that I'm doing their character, the justice they feel he needs. Because the last thing I want to do is disappoint people, and you will. Like, I know there are people who don't.
Probably,
Oh, there's definitely
there's some basement dwellers out there that are
no matter what, no matter who you are, forget about even just dubbing anime. I mean, there are people who don't like Radiohead. There are people who don't like David Fincher. It's like, I can't help those people.
Yeah, I mean, like, so I'll just say it now.
Yeah.
While the cameras are rolling, there are some people that were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, if it's not the sub, I don't care." I'm like, "Why did you comment then? I didn't ask you."
Because
what are you doing?
Because they're lonely and they want someone to read a comment.
Like, okay, well, I said I'm interviewing the dub actor. It's you could just see it and keep scrolling. You didn't have to comment.
Listen, here's the thing, guys. We know a cry for help when we see one. So just know, regardless of your opinion, I see you and I love you.
Yeah, and also we love sub as well.
Yeah, man, they're great.
Yeah.
Y Kai said he is an absolute joy to meet and listen to at a panel. Hey, his passion as a fan, even before the show, was really fun to see. I wouldn't be surprised if he lurks here.
Have you seen that comment already then?
No, that's funny. But I really do see so many. I mean, I like to think I see everything, but I guess I miss some stuff. I love being a part of this community. I mean, even just scrolling through like Instagram, the amount of people who've made edits for the film or, things about the songs or just, funny videos about crying and all this stuff. I will like and comment on anything I see because the engagement with this fan base is so much fun. People really are so passionate in a way that you don't always get that, like I love working on all the different things I get to work on, but you don't get the fervor for everything. This is one of those things where everyone is so excited and I'm equally as excited, so I can geek out all day. This one says their username is Mr. BC Man. Nope, I'm gonna skip. Yep, I skipped one of those letters on purpose. Yep.
We'll show it on screen. We don't need to say it. Yeah.
He said, and before I was like, you didn't pick any bad names. What do y'all think Denji's voice sounds like when you read? Okay, should I do it? This is a panel from later on in the story, but it's not a spoilery one. You're gonna show it on screen.
We'll show it on screen.
All right.
Yeah.
2. I choose 2 choices. And then Yoshida says you can only choose one. And I say, I choose both. He's really struggling there.
I love it.
I think that's all. Is that all of them?
Is it?
I think it might be. That was 6. I can't.
Was that 6?
I think so. Yeah. Here you can.
Was that 6 ones?
You can. That was 6 ones.
Let me make sure that was 6 ones. Hold on here.
It might have been 4 3s. I don't know.
I think that was. Yeah, that was the last one. I wanted that to be the last one.
I'm just an actor.
Yeah. People I meant to include some of the comments from that as well, but they were like the dub, I wanted to, but I'm like, I didn't want to inflate your ego too much.
That's a good thing anyway. I am genuinely like, I am all about killing the ego. I really go out of my way to like remind people I am lucky to be a vessel to do this thing. I didn't write it. I didn't create it. Like I am a fan first. I am just so excited to be here. Mm-hmm. And like I said earlier, there are so many talented actors that would have crushed this and been amazing. And anybody could be here now doing this interview. None of that, every single day, none of that is lost on me. Mm-hmm. So I don't.
Hold on to that, because before we move on, I want to ask you about that. Like, what did that feel like? That pressure, that weight. Like, once you got the role, like, how did it feel? Because now it's like, all right, congratulations, you're Denji.
Yeah.
So now I'm assuming there is a few months of you trying to like hone your craft and get it down. Like, how did that feel? Like, because you were a fan coming into this.
Yeah, no, it happened fast. I remember it was August of 22. So the show came out in October that year.
Yeah.
And I was at a Crunchyroll expo as a guest because of my character in My Hero at the time. And very few people knew who I was. And that character was a movie-only character, so you had to have seen the movie. It was like a very small window of, you know. And so I had a pretty quiet day, which was cool for me because I was just happy to be there. And they had MAPPA fly in to show the final sub-trailer of the first season and talk all about it and just kind of go on about the show before it was coming out. So I was deeply under the impression that the dub was already recorded and ready to get announced. And, I didn't even know if they were going to do it there. So I just went as a fan. I was like, I'm going on lunch. I folded up my table, went to the panel, watched them talk about this thing, and was just like heart eyes the whole time.
Yeah.
And I remember walking out and seeing the posters everywhere and thinking, whoever gets to do this is going to have the most extraordinary adventure, whether they know it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And that later that day, my phone pinged and it was an email with the audition. And I remember like freezing because I genuinely did not think that I was going to see it. I thought, one, it was already done. And two, I was like, I'm a small fry. Nobody's going to trust me with even potentially doing this. So I remember going home. I didn't even look at it at first. I was kind of like, I have to like unpack this emotionally first.
Yeah.
And I was away for the weekend. So I got home and I opened it up and it was like laid out. I remember Denji's audition was in like a paragraph. And from the first words, I immediately knew what page it was on. Like I could see the scene and I was like, oh, I know how the panels play out. And it was like, it's not like this. It's like, I know how it has to play out in, beats. And I was so sure that it wasn't going to be me that I like didn't go in overthinking it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I knew from reading it, there was already a voice in my heart of what Denji sounded like and felt like. Sounded like is a cheap explanation. Felt like is really the thing, because it wasn't like I was reading it out loud, but I heard his voice in my heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm just going to show him who Denji is to me. I got no chance, but here's my chance to play. So I did it, and like a week or two later, there was a callback. So, which like basically gave me a heart attack because I was like, even just being that close was like a massive thing and really scary. And I remember, again, I was so sure it wasn't going to be me. So I was like, oh, this is really like cool of them to like let me know that they at least liked it, but like I know it's going to be this person or that person or, and the way that they had it was like the initial scene you did, and then they had a new scene. So you did the new scene, and then you could either re-record the first audition, or you could just send it in with your initial first thing, which is like really scary for an actor because you immediately are like overthinking. You're like, well, should I do something different with the first one because they've already heard that one, and like now I can give them a different take, and then they could hear some differences, or do I just trust that what I did is what was right?
Yeah.
And would doing it again just be diminishing returns? So I chose to do the new scene and leave my original audition. And I sent it in, and then a week later, I got a phone call from the extraordinary, beautiful soul, Mike McFarland. And he told me, and even in the phone call, I know I'm dragging this on, but even in the phone call when he called me, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to be directing Chainsaw Man, I was like, holy shit, dude, that's incredible. Like, not processing why he was telling me.
Yeah, good for you.
And
yeah.
like my chest is
amazing.
getting tighter because I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, why is he telling me? And I thought he was going to be like, yeah, we just need some zombies in the first episode, And when he told me I was going to be Denji, it was like a Saving Private Ryan moment where, like, the bomb goes off and like everything's like disoriented and you're just kind of like, you don't know where you are. And I just remember feeling so honored and so deeply like seen, that Mike trusted me and trusted the rest of us with this really important thing. And I had felt so connected to Denji because I had a really, rough go a couple of years here in LA. And it's why I resonated with him so much at first when I read it. So I had never connected with a character this deeply on such a personal level. And it still means so much to me. And getting that call, and it literally has changed my life, in so many ways. Yeah.
I'm glad you told that story because I don't know, I got goosebumps just like listening to you tell that story, and I'm sure a lot of people out there that are like aspiring, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be a voice
Whatever
actor.
you want to do.
Just that's because like a role that you were a fan of this property, and to be where you are today. I know it was so surreal going through all those ebbs and flows of like, okay, let me do the audition. Should I redo that? No, I don't. Because that's what got you the call back in the first place. Let me not redo that. Let me do the new scene. Like just listening you tell that, I'm just like, oh, because I mean, I've been here in LA for almost 10 years now. So like,
I just hit 10 years, dude.
Oh, yeah, 10 years next year for me.
That's
2026.
awesome. Congrats. That's huge. Yeah.
So it's like I've been there, so I know those moments that you're referring to.
Yeah.
But not to get into my story.
No,
This isn't about me.
We're gonna have to hang out, man.
No, let's do it. No, we'll definitely hang out. But I need you to hang on to some of these memes that the fans sent me. Was that a good transition to hang on?
Oh, that was, yeah, no, let it happen. Just let it happen.
I had to pause. I'm like, wait a minute. Did that make any sense? Hang
you just
on
gotta
to these
trust
memes?
it. Confidence.
It came out.
You got this.
Don't nobody care. Well, we moving on. Okay, so check these out. Let me know your reaction, your response to these. These are some of the best of the best that I was given. At least I hope they are. I'll let you be the judge.
Oh my God. Meme culture is wild. I feel like sometimes I don't even know if I understand them.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, should I describe it or should I just read it and
read it and then, break it down what you think is it's interpreted.
Okay. So there's the dog Makima. And it says, hey, hot stuff, what's your name? And then Chainsaw Man says, my name is Denji. And then she goes, ew, who are you? And it's now Denji. And he goes, I'm literally the same guy. I mean, I want to comment on it, but I feel like this is a very manga only discussion. There's layers to this, Yeah,
you're right, but it's okay. Without spoiling it, I guess. Just your brief interpretation of it.
I mean, the fascination and importance of Chainsaw Man and what he can do for Makima versus Denji being this total goober, I think is
yeah,
pretty apt. But there's more going on there.
100%. Read the manga.
Read the manga, people. This one's a picture of Denji, and it says, damn, I don't really got a lot of people I can talk about Chainsaw Man with. Most of the people I've convinced here to watch Chainsaw Man haven't read the manga, and I don't got people who interact with me in Twitter. All right.
Now, can you read it as Denji?
Yes. Damn. I don't really got a lot of people I can talk about Chainsaw Man with. Most of the people I've convinced here to watch Chainsaw Man haven't read the manga, and I don't got people who interact with me in Twitter. So, grammar, is to be desired, but we got to get you some more friends on Twitter.
I think that's kind of like they're speaking on like the whole of the fandom though, I believe, with that particular meme. Because for me,
what's your take on this? I want to.
So my take on it is, my friend is the one that told me about. So I already knew Chainsaw Man was in production, however many years ago that was, and I knew that we were going to be announcing the dub cast and all that stuff. My friend was like, "Dude, you got to read the manga." I was like, I have to? He's like, yes. Like I was almost forced to do.
Okay.
I wasn't almost.
No.
I did, and he gave me the manga, his manga. Which I still have to this day, and I just said that on camera. So he's gonna come after me now.
I've done that to people before. Oh man. You know what? It really is true. I do think that this is. I hadn't read a manga since middle school, and even working in this space, I wasn't reading anything. And I saw this cover one day, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And just from the obtuseness of it, I was like, I'm curious. And from that first page, I was like, this is one of the great modern stories of our time. And I think like Berserk, like there's certain things that people feel like it's like, have you ever seen Over the Garden Wall?
Yeah. It's a classic.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
When people find out someone hasn't seen Over the Garden Wall, they're like, you're coming over, we're watching every single episode, I'm making stew. Like it's
100%. Yeah.
So this truly is, I can speak about this just from being a fan. Like, I truly think this is a generational story. And it is something, while watching it, is a blast. The read is so cathartic and deep and beautiful and powerful and doesn't ruin the watching experience. And I do think it's absolutely, maybe because of its title and its imagery, you try and get it to people and they're like, yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
But then eventually everybody who gets to it is like, why did I take so long? You know, so it is kind of a universal thing. I get it. Oh, you're going to have to help me. This is where I'm just clearly too old. So there's a picture of Denji holding the flower that he just puked up, and it says, I kin, which I'm going to ask, what does that mean?
Hey Siri, what does I can mean? Icon? No, you idiot. That's not what I meant.
We're going to find out together. Watch it.
I
Watch
don't
it's
know.
awful.
Y'all explain it to us. I can, I think it's a play on the word I can.
Okay, because it's K-I-N, so I don't know,
Yes.
but it's like a word bubble that's coming out of someone else's mouth, and in their brain it says, I don't know the difference between platonic, romantic, and sexual feelings. So maybe it's like I resonate.
It's him saying I can to just whatever it is.
Is that what it is?
So
Okay.
it's like whatever relationship it is. No, I can. I can help you out with whatever it is you're looking for.
Oh, okay, because I almost took it as like maybe the person saying it is like, I also understand that these feelings that Denji cannot.
Oh no, so that's
process.
supposed to be Denji. So that's
See,
Denji.
I don't get memes, man.
So that's Denji. He just doesn't know how to interpret any of that, but
Well,
he'll say
yes.
yes to any of it.
Got it. Okay, so that's what I kin means.
Because
Okay.
he's just a horn dog.
Okay.
Yes, he's just
Yeah.
like, yes, I just want.
Yeah. I mean, well, but here's the thing. He's not just a horn dog. He is, yes, he does have that element in him, but I mean, this is actually something that's frustrated me. We're going on a rant here, people. This is something that's frustrated me for so long because whether you talk about it or not, there isn't a human being on this planet that doesn't have the thoughts that Denji has.
Yeah.
So let's just put that out there. So immediately, like anybody casting dispersions on it, how dare thee? But I think really the biggest thing is, this boy has had no education, zero affection in his life. He has not been shown the ways to express the depth of his feelings, and he literally does not know how. And all he's looking for is some kind of connection with someone who really sees him and values him. And all of those pieces can be involved, but like any of his desire sexually comes from a place of really just really wanting deep-rooted connection. And he thinks, even though it's not how he expresses it,
Yeah.
when he says, I really want to touch boobs to himself, what he's really thinking and feeling is like the math equation going on in his head. It's like the one with like the math equation going on.
Yeah, just all in front of you. Yeah.
In his mind, it's like, okay, if I can do that, it's got to be connected to a person who wants to be with me and spend time with me and values me, right? Like that's the deep desire of it. So I think it's a really complicated thing. And because he is constantly being used and manipulated by all of these women who are fully aware of what they're doing and fully see how underdeveloped he is and how incapable he is of navigating and processing these things, because all of it's a first time and none of it's healthy, and so he's trying to navigate. There's that other meme of like the dude with the butterfly, right, where it's like, is this love, is this affection, is this friendship? Like he doesn't know what any of it is because he's never had a true form of it outside of Pochita. Like that's his one guy. All right, rant over. The next one says Makimo. So it's from Toy Story. It's Sid, right? I believe it's Sid, or is it?
Oh, no, it's
it's
Andy.
the other. It's Andy.
Andy,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's Andy dropping Woody in the trash, and it says, "I don't want to play with you anymore." And on top it says Makimo when Denji is in control of the Chainsaw Devil and not Chainsaw Man. That's brutal. That's
So
really
true.
funny. I mean, no need to comment.
No.
That's real good. Oh, this is amazing. It's what's the show, the superhero show? Invincible.
Yeah.
The meme of him the pointing.
Just think.
So it's Denji knocked out and Aki fully yoked out. Going, if you weren't so much of a damn simp for Makima, me and Power would be alive. Think, Denji, think. You may have to put a spoiler ahead of that one.
We definitely will.
Did you know that?
I just found out.
Why are you making me read these crazy memes?
It's okay.
I really should have stopped myself. Sorry guys. All right. Well, we'll move on.
I should have looked over them beforehand.
I thought you did.
I didn't look at that one.
Well, clearly. Just gonna have to put a bit like boop right over that. Aw, this one's just a really sad, beautifully drawn picture of Denji, and it says, "I am Chainsaw Man," but it looks like he's crying.
I just wanted you to look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very accurate. I mean, I get it, my boy. This is him. This is Denji reading Chainsaw Man in what looks like maybe a Barnes and Noble or something. And actually, no, it kind of looks like the last bookstore. Irrelevant. And it just says boobs, 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 sniffles, boobs, cries, boobs, snorts, boobs, falls on knees, boobs, cries, intensifies. It's a very Beavis and Butthead kind of reaction, I feel like.
Well, he's got butthead energy a little bit.
A little bit. I think him and Power together definitely.
Yeah.
You get that kind of just yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, I still have to argue against. I don't think Denji is this dumb or this simple. You know, I think a lot of people like really take it to an extreme. Like, and it's for the goof, sure, but you know, I gotta defend my boy, man.
Well, yeah, they're just basing it on season 1. I mean, I think it's more so. These memes are more so from the anime.
Well,
fans.
except for whoever did this Invincible style one. You
I don't know how
criminal.
that
You absolute
snuck
criminal.
in. I just saw an I didn't even read it. I just saw an Invincible themed meme. I was like, no, we got to include that, right?
See, and my problem was I just like was reading out loud in real time, and I was like, as I was saying it, I was like, oh no. Yeah. Well, anyway, read the manga. You know. Yeah.
Well, those are all the memes. I think we're running short on time, so I want to jump to the last thing that I want to do.
Yeah,
with you.
I'm verbose. This is what happens.
Oh no, this has been great. Are you kidding me? So there's lots of lines that you've read over the years. I don't know if you know that. You've read lots of lines.
Yes. I mean, in a single session, sometimes you can do hundreds. You know,
Hundreds of lines.
Pretty crazy. So.
Well, I picked some of my favorite of your lines.
Amazing.
They're not a. I was thinking like, how do I want to do this? Do I want to have you kind of just like? Do I want to take away where they're from, so you don't know like, oh, this is Denji or this is like.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? No, because what I really want to learn from you is like, what was your interpretation of this line when you first read it?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I think that's what we'll do. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. That are memorable to me.
Cool.
And yeah, I'd love
5
to.
ones.
Yes, 5 1. We have 5 ones here for you to read. It's at the bottom there.
Amazing. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. So we're starting off hot. Denji from Chainsaw Man. While he is in Chainsaw Man form, do you want me to read the lines?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Do you want me to give you the full version of this line?
Absolutely.
Love me some baddies. Can't get enough. You know why that is? Because no one gives a shit when I carve them up.
That's a fun one. That's a really fun one. What I love, too, is in that scene, Katana Man, who is the great Jason Marnoka, he has one of my favorite reads in the entire season in that episode when I'm, like, holding his henchman, and I'm kind of, like, calling him out, and he, like, gets down to do his move, and he just goes, "You're such a piece of shit." And it makes me laugh every time. Oh, Shahid from Fire Emblem. Hell yeah. So he's fun because when I first started doing voiceover professionally in 2019, I was playing Three Houses. And it was the first Fire Emblem game I ever played. And I remember thinking, these actors are amazing. This would be such a cool thing to be a part of. And it was like 2 years later that I got to join that cast. So Shahid is the shitty older brother of one of the main characters from the initial run of the game. He's kind of like this, you know, petulant, believes he is the rightful, you know, king of Almyra, and really just his brother just is like a thorn in his side. So I gotta put down the coffee for this.
Then explain why we remain on this side of the mountains staring at that wretched fortress! Did I not command you to gather enough soldiers to push through?
He's frustrated.
Woo.
You know, he's one of those guys who, like, you know, he just needs somebody to give him a good slap and just be like,
yeah, a power slap.
Yeah, that's really what he's got. Oh man, Rhodey. So Rhodey really kind of was the first, like, Rhodey changed my life before Denji did, because My Hero was the first show that I started watching when I started getting into dubbing anime. And I remember being so blown away by the nuance and the uniqueness of the cast. And, it was a really well thought out voice cast. And it was being recorded in Dallas, so I never thought I'd get to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And Rhodey, his story and that movie were so special, and the fan base like really have embraced him in a way that I never could have imagined. But this is towards the end of the movie, and he's calling out to Deku, and he goes, "Don't you dare die! You kick his ass!" Sorry if we peaked. Oh man, we're really going. Okay, this is one of my first roles ever, and it was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Squallow, who is a really angry guy. He's like a shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy, and this is in his like final battle when his partner, capital P partner, was killed, and he is trying to avenge him and use his stand. Clash! Tear out his throat! Oh my goodness, so good. Oh man, and we're really going big for the last one. Okay. You know what? Because we talked about him too, I should give you a burnt cheese cookie because he's quieter.
Yeah.
Because only the worthy may enter the golden paradise.
It's really funny. He's so stoic and serious, and his name is Burnt Cheese Cookies.
Cookie.
Again, going back to that very first comment, I feel you. Oh, man, this one's going to be the biggest one yet. I got to keep moving the mic. Sorry.
Why? Why haven't I gotten a cop a single damn fail?
Oh my goodness. Ryan, that was fucking amazing.
Cheers, everyone.
I remember that scene. That scene sticks out in my mind. It's so vividly just because.
The frustration.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever been. Maybe I was when I was a teen, but I don't.
Sorry, anyway,
not
I'll
that I
give you back
remember. But yeah, thank you so much.
Oh
for
my
that.
gosh, my absolute pleasure. Thank you. This has been such a blast.
I didn't even have you rank your characters. Again, maybe it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 6 of your iconic characters.
6 ones. We can do this fast.
Okay, so I have 6 slots.
Okay.
Burnt cheese cookies, the first.
All right, so I just have to like slot them by. Okay.
Like I don't. We can do a power ranking. Maybe who you think is the strongest. I guess.
Oh gosh. I mean, he's probably at 6. I think he's strong,
Okay.
but a lot of these guys are strong.
Yeah, you don't even know who else I'm gonna say after that.
You know what? I'm gonna say 5. I'm
Okay,
gonna put him at
5?
5 then.
Okay. All right. So we got burnt cheese cookie at 5. What about you from Jujutsu Kaisen?
He's at 6. I love him, but
I knew that was gonna happen.
let's get real. I'm glad I moved burnt cheese up.
What about Loki from?
Ooh, Loki. I'm gonna put it
Ragnarok.
3.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think you can probably predict who I'm gonna say next. Denji.
Denji's got to be 1.
Okay. Squallow.
Squallow. I'm gonna put it. You know what? I'm gonna switch Squallow and Loki. Squallow's gonna be 3, and Loki's gonna be 2.
Okay. Then what about my man from My Hero?
Rhodey. I think 4 is a good place. You know, because I think he, as far as power rankings go, while he does not necessarily have like battle ability, that dude, I mean, what he could do just with his limberness and parkour ability, avoiding, Deku's like abilities is pretty impressive. So I'm pretty confident he can get through some sneaky scenarios. But yeah, obviously, this is tough because, when you're talking about like fighting and stuff, it's a different thing.
So number 4 for Rhodey. Okay, what if we put them in a Fortnite style battle royale though?
Oh man,
The circle is shrinking.
yeah. Oh, that's terrifying.
Who's gonna be the last 2?
The last 2, Denji and Loki.
And Loki in that
probably,
infinite battle
And that's
you were
where the
just talking
battle,
about.
yeah. Oh, that would be so nasty. Oh, man. Well, see, then they'd probably both just get eviscerated because neither of them would get out.
Right, the circle will be like, it'll shrink. Yeah, they'll die.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah. So that's how it would end. Yeah, Fortnite.
Fortnite style. Awesome. Well, Ryan, I want to thank you. This was fucking amazing, dude.
Oh man, I had a blast. Thank you.
Like this was awesome. I honestly can't wait, for Jump Festa. Because like I said, dude, whatever the announcement is, I'm glad I'm not the only nerd that stays up. Because like usually my friends are like, dude, just wait for the news to drop. Like
no, I want to feel it fresh. I want that
exactly.
Right here,
Yeah, I want to live that because I want to be not that I want to be the first person on the internet to talk about it. I want to know if I'm gonna have happy dreams.
Oh yeah, it's same. It is like I won't be able to sleep otherwise. Yeah.
Oh, Adam's coming in.
No way.
Yeah.
What time?
12:30.
Oh, that's amazing. I love him so much. I love you, Adam.
Oh, and it's still recording, so yeah.
Yeah, let him know. He'll know.
He'll know.
He knows. He always knows.
Well, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, man. This was a pleasure.
Yeah.